Can't slow down.
Covered in blood? Glassy look in your eyes? I think you're just the person I was waiting for. Ah, you know of my people. Then you must also know that we rarely sit in one place for long. You're the one that's been the talk of the town. The one with the wriggler in your brain, yes? I'm perceptive. It's not especially hard to miss if you're paying attention. Call me Rosalina. I am but a humble member of the Red Vistani that currently call the Valley of Barovia home. And today, I am a messenger. Count Strahd von Zarovich, ruler of Barovia, invites you to dinner. Count Strahd von Zarovich. He is an eccentric man, but an honorable one. He's ruled Barovia for as long as I've been alive. Oh, it's not far from here. You just take a left and then a right in the mists, and then you're there. Didn't ask, don't care. I'm just a messenger. Again, I'm just the messenger. You should be. Count Strahd is an honorable man who doesn't often have guests, from my understanding. He asked me to give this invitation to you. Read it over, think it over, and when you're ready to leave, let me know. Make a decision soon, though. We'll want to be heading out soon if we're to make it there on time. Count Strahd has promised you safe travel. Yes. And I am a great driver. You don't. You just have to trust me and Count Strahd's hospitality, We'll travel by Vardo. Expect a lot of fog. I'll drop you right at the entrance of his fancy castle. From there, your guess is as good as mine. Fancy food, silver plates, and all sorts of novel snobbery, no doubt. Dari Vitr. I'll be here when you're ready.
Yes, love.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Whoa there, two legs. You stand before Big Boy, the strongest steed this side of the river. I got hooves like thunder and a heart full of raw power. Who, Rosalina and me? We're on a journey, friend. Gotta toughen the hooves, build the legs, learn the secrets of the wind. I got the soul of a stallion and the wind at my back. Rosalina says I'm special. Oh, that's the spirit, buddy. Now you're galloping with glory.
Are you ready to depart for Barovia? Lunadi, we shall depart at once. Hop in and hold on tight.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Welcome, dear friends, to Castle Ravenloft. The table is set, and dinner awaits in the hall to your right. I look forward to our acquaintance.
Another step forward.
You think this victory means something? Barovia is mine. Even in defeat, my will binds it. Take your reward and leave my land. I grant you privilege of traversing the mists. But know this. Should you linger, should you wander in my domain, I will not hesitate to let my undead rip you limb from limb. Go.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Watch your back. On my way.
No time to rest? Very well.
Welcome to Castle Ravenloft. I am Rahadin, Chamberlain to His Lordship Count Strahd von Zarovich. His Lordship extends his deepest gratitude for accepting his invitation to dinner on such short notice. You find yourself in Castle Ravenloft, perched high above the mist-shrouded valley of Barovia. I imagine Barovia has not appeared on any map for centuries. Most cartographers who would have been familiar with Barovia have since been buried in the ground. Might I be of further assistance? Yes. Most castles you will find have a dungeon or some sort of holding cell. Castle Ravenloft is no exception. Yes. I do whatever his lordship bids. My duties primarily involve the upkeep of the castle and logistical oversight, but I fill many other roles. Warrior, negotiator, spy. Whatever my lord needs me to be. I am Rahadin, Chamberlain of Castle Ravenloft. I enjoy tending to the gardens. No. What do you wish to know? It will all depend on your manners this evening. I shall assume whichever backwater town you hail from failed to instruct you in the proper etiquette for addressing nobility. You shall refer to him as his lordship, Count Barovia, or my lord Count. He is a wise man, a noble leader and a fierce warrior. You will have the privilege to speak with him during dinner. It is not often that his lordship extends such hospitality. I trust you understand the weight of such an invitation and will conduct yourselves accordingly.
Chicken, pig, or maybe veal. And if I peeled off that supple skin, could your beauty compare to your flavor? Ah, when will it be time to eat? You are sweet. Do not grow too fond of me. My master does not like to share his toys. He is everything I could ask for. He feeds me, brings me pretty toys, hurts me in all the right ways. Like no one has before, I've been given everlasting gift, an opportunity to explore boundaries of pain and pleasure. In any case, I am bored of talking to you. Ta-da!
Welcome to Castle Ravenloft. I am Ludmilla, his lordship's consort. What can I do for you? How many what? Consorts? Well, there are 4 of us who currently keep his lordship's company. Escher, Anastasia, Volenta, and myself. I can't speak for the others, but I do not. It's not uncommon for nobility to take multiple consorts, and to be one is to accept this reality. His lordship values each of us for different reasons. Is that so? And what is it about me that draws your eye? A charming notion, but I wonder, do you believe your words, or are you simply trying to win favor? Kindly refrain from waxing poetic at me, or I fear I may lose my lunch. Anything else? I keep my head low and ensure I stay out of his lordship's way. It's the safest course. Anything else? Castle Ravenloft. It's a fine enough place. Certainly the nicest establishment in Barovia. His lordship ensures that we are well taken care of here. Would you like to clean this place from top to bottom? 4 floors and 2 sublevels? No, I didn't think so. Can you not afford to keep that insolent tongue in check for longer than 5 minutes? Anything else? Well, let's see. He takes great pride in his duties as the Count of Barovia. I know few men more intelligent than him. Politics, history, the arcane, warfare, you'd be hard-pressed to find a topic he isn't knowledgeable about. Not particularly. If his lordship doesn't want to discuss a certain topic, he'll be the first to let you know. Be respectful. Don't bore him with tedious small talk about the weather or other dull topics. Other than that, he is usually eager to discuss the intricacies of the weave with outsiders. Sometime. How could I not? He's quite charming when the mood takes him. I would have not agreed to be his consort if I thought poorly of him. Anything else? Take care.
Something's on my mind.
Well, aren't you a welcome sight? It's been some time since my master has had company over. Call me Escher, if it pleases you. So kind of you to notice. But I assure you, I'm hardly a rare breed in that regard. The Lady Anastasia is quite the gossip herself. And my master, well, that broody jaw of his hides a rather glib tongue. Well, that all depends on what you want to talk about, I suppose. Volinta's got quite the mouth on her, if you want to discuss the finer points of stabbing, flaying, crushing. Ludmilla's about as dry as a tinderbox. But that sophisticated mind can muster up some dialogue now and again, though I'd prefer an evening with any of them over Sir Frowns-a-lot. I'm only speaking to tonight's selection, my dear. I don't think you'll be so fortunate as to meet the mongrel butler or the accountant. Oh, the mongrel butler did. Despite the hunchback and the duck foot, he's surprisingly skilled in the kitchen. Hardly. Though I don't suppose he's ever wanted for anyone's approval but my master's. Did you have other questions for me? Oh, stand around and look pretty mostly. When the muse takes me, however, I'm something of an artist. I would even dare say you've never heard a better violinist. A fellow bard! We must play together before the night is done. I won't take no for an answer. Did you have other questions for me? Where a grand feast is prepared and every indulgence is offered? Not often. My master prefers his solitude. He has little patience for the social niceties of nobility. You should consider it an honor that he's chosen to grace you with his presence. Tell me, have you ever dined in the company of nobility before? Then I'm sure you know what to expect. I predict this will be a typical affair. Fine dining, conversation with my master, and his inevitable inquiries into magic, politics, and whatever it is about you that piqued his interest. If I'm lucky, there may even be a bit of dancing. Did you have other questions for me? A tale as old as time. Boy meets vampire lord. Boy gets turned into an undead plaything. Boy spends eternity in an endless waltz of admiration and resentment. Oh, darling, what a dangerous question to ask at the dinner table. Did you have other questions for me? Don't be a stranger.
Good evening. I was wondering when you were going to stop by to chat with me. You may call me Anastasia, consort to Count Strahd von Zarovich. Quite some time. He is everything Barovia needs, whether the people realize it or not. How adorably idealistic. It's almost enough to make me vomit. A life of luxury, mystery, and endless nights. What more could one ask for? With enough time, you grow to appreciate even the spiders making their homes in the rafters. Busy little things. Do you mean, what are my responsibilities? Or what do I do for entertainment? I am, first and foremost, a lady of the court. His lordship relies on my diplomatic skills to manage affairs among Barovia's nobility, though I can be persuasive in other ways as well. No, I'm not some common strumpet, dear. Frankly, I'm a tad offended that you would insinuate such a thing. Flattery. How mortal of you. You've been in Barovia for less than an hour, and already you are trying to give me advice on my relationship. It'd be prudent for you to remember that you are a guest. Enjoy the meal, dear.
May I introduce his lordship, Count Strahd von Zarovich of Barovia, your host this evening.
Greetings, traveler. I am Count Strahd von Zarovich, Lord of Barovia, Master of Castle Ravenloft. Welcome to my home. I trust your travels were enjoyable. Courtesy, a rare virtue of late. You may rise. Such deference is noted, though not necessary, for an honored guest. You have my gratitude for accepting the invitation on such short notice. Please, eat. Help yourself. Suckling pig, raised in the highland pastures of Kresk, 16 miles west. I will pass your praise along to the chef. It is not often that I get to converse with fellow scholars of the Weave. Throughout your studies, is there a question that you've yet to find an answer to? Patience. The night is still young. In any case, I find your kind utterly fascinating. to carry the taint of the lower planes in your blood, yet possess only a fraction of their power. I might feel resentful were I in your position. And humility, it would seem. This conversation has been delightful, but the night still has much to offer. No noble gathering is truly complete without a dance. Shall we retire to the entry? Good. Is something the matter? It is customary at noble gatherings such as this to partake in dance. My consorts have graciously offered themselves as partners. You need only ask. I can't tell whether it's bravery or folly that compels you to ask a lord to dance. Very well. And just what is it you hope to gain from this dance? Despite my extending you every courtesy, I am an enemy now, am I? Disappointing, though not surprising. Your type is always eager to cry monster. I am the firstborn son of the late King Barovia von Zarovich. As such, my fate was to become the soldier. I led my father's armies here and reclaimed our family's ancestral home from the savages that had stolen it. The rest is history. Duty calls, as it always does. Let us bring this dance to a close, so we may turn our attention to matters of greater import. Let us not waste words on pleasantries. Now then, gather yourself, and come speak to me when you are prepared to discuss business.
should mind my step.
Someone there? One step at a time. Keep a blade close.
What to do? Wonder if the gods are watching me.
In any case, now that we have noble pleasantries out of the way, let us proceed to the main event of the evening, and my purpose for inviting you here. We have much to discuss. Let us talk somewhere more private. When you are ready, you may find me in the chapel, through the halls, the next room over.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
What's up for discussion?
Now that we have our pleasantries out of the way, I am certain that you've been wondering why I've invited you into my home. No, it isn't. Let us rectify that now, then. Across the known planes of existence, there are certain universal truths. The undead cannot tolerate holy rites. The Great Modron March of Mechanus occurs every 289 years. A vampire cannot survive in sunlight. And once inoculated, ceremorphosis is inevitable. Tell me then, how are you standing before me, with nary a tentacle in sight? Many are surprised to find that I have eyes and ears outside of Barovia. As I understand it, your condition, this tadpole, it's no mere curse. It's a key, a mystery clawing at the edges of what even I know to be true. The parasite should have devoured your mind by now, and yet here you are. What are you doing that keeps it at bay? I must understand. So, an extraplanar creature contained within your prism shields you. Curious. I wonder how long it will protect you, and what further protections it may afford. I wish to borrow this prism, study it, converse with the entity within and understand the extent of its powers. Of course, you shall be duly compensated. I'll require but a time to study it. When I have finished, it shall be returned to you, with recompense befitting its value. Now, the prism, if you will. Do not toy with me. Hand it over. I was hoping you would see reason, dear friend, and that it would not have to come to this. If your claim is true, and that prism does indeed harbor an extraplanar threat, then you have knowingly delivered an enemy into my home. And by doing so, you have broken guest rights and forfeited all protections I graciously bestowed. You stand now as an enemy of Barovia, and I have no choice but to strike you down and seize the prism, lest it imperil my people. I am Strahd von Zarovich, Lord of Barovia and Master of Ravenloft, though you shall wish otherwise. You now have my full and complete attention.
Blood comes easy these days.
Some healing for a wizard in need. Better move. What shall it be, if that is where I'm needed? Of course.
No choice but to keep going.
That nearly ended me.
I shall not yield. On my way. I fight for the Oak Father's realm.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Oakfather, shield your servant.
Rahadim! No!
Where do I go from here?
blood is in the air.
Still on my feet.
Prevail.
Survival is all that matters.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
Enemies abound. I shall not rest. be defended at any cost. Let none stand in our way. Sylvanus, let me strike true.
I won't give in. Nothing important is ever easy. Nothing will stand in my way.
Continue. Take zero! Because it hurts!
Still alive, so that's progress. I'll feel that one later.
Yes?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You think this victory means something? Barovia is mine. Even in defeat, my will binds it. Take your reward and leave my land. I grant you privilege of traversing the mists. But know this. Should you linger, should you wander in my domain, I will not hesitate to let my undead rip you limb from limb. Go